Hello, writers, and thank you for joining us here at that'sallitwas.org. We are an online book writing tool where you can write a book from start to finish using our tool. And the main goal behind our work here is to try to make this easy. People can really get bogged down in the process, all the technical things that need to be done to create a book. And we're trying to do all that for you in the background so you can just really concentrate on the writing of your book. You'll see what I mean when I get into this because we're going to do a tutorial right now on how to use our tool to write your book. And what you're looking at this moment is the home page. And you can see across the top here, one of the choices is write your book. And that's where we're going to go today. I'm going to click on that. And that brings this landing page here, which is our writing tool. And the way this works is on the left-hand side, there's some choices. Or what you're going to be working on. There's create your front cover and title, and create a dedication. Now don't worry about the table of contents. That's going to fill in as you go. So it's going to assign page numbers and complete itself as you're writing. Of course, there's a back cover, and then there's chapters, and there's a couple ways to go about this. If you want to write all your own chapter titles, just click right here across from chapters and add new, and you will be left with a blank chapter title you can fill in yourself. But we've also included some. A lot of people that use our site want to write a autobiography or life story. And so what we've done is include some potential chapter titles, just something here to jog your memory of things that you might want to talk about that you might forget. So just here to help you. If you need them, fine. If you don't need them, don't use them. And you can alter them any way you want as well. But with all that being set up, let's go ahead and create a book. So I'm going to start by creating this front cover and title. As soon as I click on that, on the right-hand side now, a rendition of a book appears. And what you're going to do is want to put your own chapter title in there. So I clicked right in front of that B, and deleted these letters. And now I'm going to create my own title. I'm going to call my book Looking for Adventure. And then I'm going to put my name in here as the author. Okay, we got a title, we got the author's name. You can make this more elaborate and put some other information in there if you like. And we also have some really nice custom covers available. But our idea is to get this book written with not a lot of the technical stuff getting in your way, and we can add really nice features later on, but let's get the basics done here. So you got your front cover, your title, author's name, and there's a box here. It's hard to read, but it says upload a cover image. If I click anywhere in that box, now all the files on my computer that have photos open up. So you probably know where your photos or pictures are on your computer. Most of them have them in this picture file right here. But anyways, wherever they are, I imagine you know how to get that far to your photos. And just as a little bit of pre-work here, I selected a few I could use for this tutorial, so I'm not searching through all my photos. So I'm going to choose this one right here as my cover photo. I click on it once, it highlights, and then down in the lower right-hand corner, I'm going to click Open, and that will bring that photo into my book as a front cover. Now you can see there's an X here, so if you say, I don't like that picture, you can click that out, you can X that out and start over again. But let's say you like this photo here, you got your title, you got the author's name, you got your photo, and you say, okay, I kind of like that, so let's save it. And you've got your cover saved. Let's say, okay, well, let's go on to getting some chapters done here. So I'm going to choose one of the existing chapters here. So my mother, let's say I'm going to do a chapter called My Mother. So as soon as I click on that, this appears, and I've got a title set up there, and it says write your chapter content here. Well, I'm not going to torture you with watching me type. I'm really slow, so I'm just going to cheat a little bit, copy and paste in some words from over here, and basically just pretend like you've written your chapter about your mother. It could go for many pages. It can have several photos. But in this case, of course, we're just doing a demonstration. So I've got some text in there, and I'm going to add an image. And so click on Add Image. And when you do that, this box appears. And again, it says Upload an image inside of this checkered box here. As soon as you click in there, your photos appear again. And in this case, I'm going to choose this photo. As I click on it once, and also click on Open. As soon as I do that, that photo now is going to appear in my chapter. This happens to be a photo of my mother-in-law, not my mother, but that's fine. This is a demonstration. So if you like that photo and you think it looks good in your chapter, just click Insert. And as soon as you do that, now you see that is in your chapter under my mother. And the only other thing you need to do is add an image caption. And when you click right beside that, that Add Image Caption disappears, and you can put your own caption in. So I'm going to call this Barbara and Luke. Okay. So I'm going to save that. And before we go on to, you can see book has been saved, pops up over here, by the way. Before we go on to another chapter, let's say I want to have another picture in this chapter. So I'm going to add another image. Same thing. This box pops up. You're going to click inside the box. Your photos pop up. And then choose another one. I don't really have another one of mother, so I'm going to just click this photo right here because it's a pretty photo. And I click it once. It highlights. Click Open. As soon as I do that, now that image comes into the book. So that's a picture of my wife in the Bahamas. So we're going to insert that. And now you can see in our chapter, there's two photos. And if you want to add an image caption, you're going to want to click there and just put in what you want. Okay. So now let's see how more finished rendition of all this looks by clicking Preview. So you have your front cover. I haven't done a dedication, but of course most people are going to want to do that, or you can delete it. Now, the table of contents has started. My mother's first chapter starts on page 4. And there it is. 2 photos. And we're through that. So now think about it a little bit. What we've done is created the front cover, added a photo. I'm going to go back to the writing tool. Added a couple photos to that, and then started a chapter. And basically the chapter could have been many pages long, but of course I just wrote a short chapter. I just inserted a short chapter as an example. But if you think about it, what we've done is done everything you need to do now to create your book. Remember, we started with getting to the home page of the website, clicked on Write Your Book. When I got there, it got to this writing tool, and we just simply started with creating the front cover, adding a photo, and then started creating a chapter and adding photos there. And that, believe it or not, is really all it is to get your book written and beautifully done with some nice photos. A couple things I should mention here. Now, let's say you've gone to the website and you've kind of played around and created some nice pages and you say, I kind of like this, I want to make sure and keep it. If you're going to want to save that work um, so you can return to the website in the future, you're going to want to sign in and create an account. So you can even do that from the writing tool, but instead of saying sign out here, it will say sign in, and one of the choices will be create an account. So when you do that, we're going to take your email address and you're going to have a password. Um, it's absolutely confidential, goes nowhere. We just need to know a way to set that up so you can come back. And what's going to happen then that's kind of nice too is that that's going to create a dashboard for you. If I wasn't signed in, this dashboard would not be here. So that creates the dashboard. Now you have a place where you can go to look at your book, and you can be doing multiple books. And it could take you 3 days to create a book, or it could take you 3 months. But regardless, we're going to keep that safe on our website for you for every time you want to get back to it. Another thing is there's not gonna be any charges or anything cost to our website unless you get your book to a completed version and you want to have us print that for you. We also offer proofreading services that it's probably a good idea for another set of eyes to look over your book and maybe make some suggestions, but in the end, all those final decisions are, of course, yours. But the website is there for you to use, and you won't pay us anything until after you decide to get your book printed. All right, with all that being said, sure, thank you for coming, and I hope you get to use this and enjoy it. And take care, and hopefully we'll talk again. Bye-bye.